Before I met him 2 years ago, he'd never had a camp house. He'd done everything from home, everything by himself, killing himself to make 147.
Been on the record that he cuts, 20, 30 pounds just to make 147. He's quote unquote the big welterweight. Could you give us an insight on how much weight you need to cut, and if you feel like at all you might be outgrowing the weight class?
I gotta cut like 5 pounds, man. I cut like 5 pounds, man. I'm good on weight.
So we talked about everything when it comes to Errol the Broker Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. We've talked about press conferences. We've talked about all access. We've talked about who got the better chin, who punched the hardest, who has the best technique. We've even talked about their merchandise. But I had a show business partner ask me. His name is CJ. How you doing, brother? What's going on with you? All right, man, look. He asked me, what about the weight, ShowBizz? Extremely important. The weigh-in, Errol the Broker Spence, we talk about how big he is.
Because I'm thinking about all the stuff you're going to say pause to, but listen to it.
We talk about Terrence Bud Crawford, him being smaller. Well, what's my prediction on the weight? And how will the weight affect the fight? We'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about this. Did you guys see Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, taking a huge dump on Andy Ruiz with his nephew?
Bro, we don't have to keep doing all this back and forth. You know that, right? I think you're stalling a little bit or something. Put that pen to that paper. Sign that contract. That's all you got to do. I'm about business, and I want action to happen, so the faster you can sign that paper, the quicker I can give you the knockout, bro.
And if you think he went in on Andy Ruiz there, he pulls out a sound wave. Eject. Revenge. Eject. And here comes his nephew.
Yo, Andy, if it ain't about the money, sign the contract.
Come on, bro.
What you scared about? Oh, I know. It's about Deontay's right hand fist. I'm coming, and I want to see Deontay knock you out.
I love his nephew. Dude, you see his hand gestures? The way he just tried to break it down and philosophize?
Oh, I know. It's about Deontay's right hand fist.
KO! You know what that reminds me of? Remember that scene on Breaking when Turbo and Ozone was battling that other crew, Poppin' Taco and them? But then they brought out their secret weapon and that girl comes kicking out. Andy Ruiz, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder nephew, just bomb squad your ass. Oh, on top of that, did you see what Alexander Usyk said to Tyson the Gypsy King Fury about his fight with Francis Ngannou? Bars. Usyk is speaking the truth here. How is it you can make this fight with Francis Ngannou, no problem, meet all of his needs, but me and you for undisputed heavyweight championship to make history, lineal championship, baddest man on the planet, you just can't do it. It's impossible to get this fight over the line. And Fury fans, when you act like that, you have your ops thinking that you're afraid. You don't want to send that message. But Tyson Fury, he's been training. Now, as for the topic at hand, I am a little concerned about Errol the Broker Spence's weight. I know he got the nutritionist who's doing fantastic with him.
Before I met him 2 years ago, he'd never had a camp house. He'd done everything from home, everything by himself, killing himself to make 147.
But I understand, like CJ was saying in his email to me, I do understand that Errol the Broker Spence, he's had bad weight cuts before. Look at him and Mikey Garcia. And the foolish thing is, people always talk about how Spence could knock out Mikey Garcia, but not bring up the bad weight cut and the rehydration clause and all those things. That really drains a fighter. The fact that Errol Spence went 12, as great as he did, he should get some love for it. But people just talk about, oh, he could knock out Mikey Garcia, but then bring up how the rehydration clause can weaken a fighter, but don't bring it up with Spence and Mikey Garcia, and that's just strange. Errol Spence also didn't have a good weight cut with Sean Porter. Remember, he was saying that he'll be in a sauna for an hour, didn't even break a sweat, and that's when he was partaking in bad habits. But Errol Spence, if you look at him after that, if you look at him like Ugas, his last fight, he looked great. So I'm hoping with Errol Spence taking his career and himself more seriously, he'll have a tremendous weight cut the way he did against Ugas, knowing that this is the fight of his life and things like that. His muscles going to look stronger. He's going to look stronger, but still make the weight at 147 and hydrate well. As far as Terrence Crawford said he only got like 5 more pounds and he's there.
I gotta cut like 5 pounds, man. I cut like 5 pounds, man. Good. I'm good on weight.
Which we know. Terrence Crawford is a smaller guy, just naturally, and he should have a problem making weight, and he's going to be fine. I wonder how he rehydrates, though. But let me know how you all feel in the comments below. ShowBizz Adult, I'm out.